Large language models generate code at high velocity, but without structured constraints, they frequently produce opaque architectures and violate existing API boundaries. To maintain reliability in enterprise environments, we need a way to force non-deterministic models to follow specific architectural rules. This is the role of GitHub Spec Kit. To follow this tutorial, you will need 3 things installed locally: Python 3.11 or higher, the UV package manager, and an AI coding agent such as GitHub Copilot. Over the next few minutes, we will use these tools to generate a software feature derived entirely from a single, verifiable Markdown specification. First, open your terminal and use the UV tool to install the Specify CLI package. Now, navigate to your project folder and initialize the environment. We run Specify Init with the project name and include the flag for our specific AI integration. This command creates a hidden configuration directory at the root of your project. This folder houses the prompt templates and automation scripts that dictate how the agent handles your specific operating system and workflow requirements. Because these files stay within the repository, the entire workflow remains local. This allows the agent to function securely in offline or firewalled environments. We start by establishing the core rules. In your IDE chat, use the /speckit.constitution command to generate a baseline project document. This contains mandatory constraints, such as the library first principle in Article 1 and test-driven development requirements in Article 3. Once defined, every subsequent output from the AI is evaluated against these specific rules to ensure the code remains modular and tested. Next, use the /speckit.specify command to describe the feature you want to build. At this stage, focus entirely on the user requirements and avoid mentioning specific databases or frameworks. The agent generates a specification document. If your prompt is vague, it embeds needs clarification tags from missing business logic. You resolve these questions by typing answers directly into the document, turning the markers green to unlock the next phase. This step prevents the agent from guessing your requirements, ensuring the business logic is fully defined before any technical work begins. Now that the requirements are verified, invoke the /speckit.plan command and provide your preferred technology stack. The agent translates requirements into a technical design, mapping out data models and API contracts. Chaining /speckit.checklist and /speckit.tasks organizes this architecture into a dependent sequence, placing foundational database schemas strictly before the UI components that rely on them. The agent uses this task list as a roadmap, ensuring it builds the system in a logical, step-by-step order. Start the implementation phase by triggering the /speckit.implement command. The agent follows a strict cycle for each task. It writes a unit test, verifies that it fails, writes the implementation code until the test passes, and then checks the task off the list. If the agent encounters a quality gate that hasn't been checked, or a test that won't compile, it will stop and wait for human permission before continuing. To prevent spec rot, avoid editing the source code directly during this phase. If the code needs a change, update the Markdown documents so the agent can regenerate the logic correctly. After the agent finishes the task list, run /speckit.converge. This reconciliation sweep analyzes the final codebase against your initial plan to ensure the generated implementation addresses every requirement. You now have a functional codebase where every feature is linked to a specific Markdown document. This creates clear traceability from the high-level requirement to the individual lines of code. This pipeline provides auditors and engineers with a verifiable trail, showing exactly why a specific function or security protocol was implemented. Be sure to commit the .specify folder to version control. For existing projects, you can use the Canon extension to identify and reconcile any drift between your legacy code and your documentation. By using this framework, you prioritize the specification over the implementation. The human design remains the authoritative reference, while the code serves as a verifiable output of that design.